Hi there, it's Mary Jo. Picking up on some energy this morning. It is May 30th, and I've been picking up on it for the last couple days. It's this heavy, I don't know if I want to say heavy, but it's just a deep I miss you. And I've seen it in the collective. Um, so I thought I'd just tap into it and see what's going on. We've got the man holding a coin on the bottom of the deck before I even shuffle. Yeah, it's just this, I don't know, melancholy maybe is the right word for me to use here. You know, perhaps it's the masculine energy in all of us letting go and knowing that it's a final release of the past before we enter into a new cycle. Because we can, I'm sure I'm not the only one, we can all feel um, uh, the word gravity, the gravity of the new beginnings that are coming in. And I don't know if that's the right word, but that's the word that I'm being given here. It is, I think it's in our face a little more than it has been, and it's getting exciting. But yeah, right off the bat, broken heart, cannot make this up. There's a grieving going on in this collective. Let's get going, Divine Mother, Divine Father. What else can you add to this? What is this missing you energy that I'm picking up on? Appreciation, gratitude, having gratitude for, everything that, we've gone through in the past. And it's like we can have both of these energies at the same time. We can grieve the past, but we can have appreciation and gratitude for, the lessons we've learned, for the heartache that we've moved through, the healing that we've moved through. And it's kind of a really bittersweet is the word that's coming through, energy. And that's fine. It's valid, and it's just really strong these last couple of days. One more, Spirit. And what else can you tell me? Tell us, rather. What do we need to know? Fourth chakra. Cannot make this up. Healing the heart chakra. Those are some of us. Hand up over here. I've got one sticking up out of the deck. This is the Divine Masculine. It is weighing heavily on him of how I feel like he's really having the mirror shown in front of him. I'm hearing how long it's taken him to open his heart up to his feminine. Not just to his feminine side within himself, but to his divine feminine outside of himself. That just speaks very clearly. For some, this is they're needing to get out of a marriage. Maybe they haven't been emotionally invested in it for a very long time, but they just haven't gone through with the finalization of that contract for whatever reason. Let's take a look at the tarot. Using the good tarot today, and you know me with the good tarot, but it's been speaking to me a little bit more and more and more. It wants me to get used to it, and it wants me to feel into the energies, because it kind of reads a little differently than traditional tarot. But we'll see how this wants to come through today. 2 more shuffles I'm hearing. Thank you. It's quite a large deck, but my hands aren't big enough. All right, there we go. Bottom of the deck, Hierophant. Oh, they just came through with a really big energy. Okay, so for some of them, again, like I said, the bottom of the deck is really huge. For some of them, this is where they've been in a third-party situation with the Three of Cups and the Hierophant. This is about them getting out of that. You know, this is, you know, getting ready for a new adventure. They know it's here. They know they need to open up their heart. They have opened up to a point. They've done a lot of healing. They're very well aware of their emotions. They're also mastering their emotions for the majority of them, and they're ready for this new adventure. You're beginning spiritual, you know, for the majority of them, they've reached a I'm hearing a pinnacle in their spiritual journey that they didn't see possible. Did any of us? I mean, I don't know about you, but when I was 8 years old and I was a seer, I wasn't saying, when I'm 56, I'm going to be at this consciousness and this mission. And wow, 2 aces right off the bat. Ace of fire, ace of earth. New beginnings, guys. This is just a beautiful energy coming through. We feel it coming. We know it's coming. We know in the highest, in the deepest aspects of ourselves, we know that this is coming into fruition, that this is going to be something that's very tangible, something that we can sink our teeth into, as someone's guys are saying up there. Wow. Wow. What else, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this energy coming through? Yeah, call, judgment. This is, I really feel this is the masculine energy coming through. I felt it before I turned on the camera. Felt it yesterday. But then we've got the thinking man here. You know, I feel that this is the masculine, outer masculine energy. Again, could be the inner masculine energy. It's all fluid, and if you're in a twin flame connection, this is mirroring. This is about having the mirror in front of our face. This is about reconciling how we've been, who we've been, what we've been, everything that we've done in our lives, especially in conjunction to our counterpart. I feel this is just a last, and I say this often, but in this cycle, that the healing cycle that we're in, this is like a last cleanup call to really take a look at things and finally take action. You know, taking action with the Ace of Fire here, the Ace of Wands, about finally getting that that spark root, that flame lit underneath their feet. I'm hearing they're curious about what they can grow with this Ace of Pentacles. They're curious about what they can grow with their feminine. You know, he's got leaves sprouting on his antlers there. What can I grow? What can I achieve if I only just answer the call of my soul? I'm also hearing that they're hearing the call from their divine feminine. Not only their inner feminine, but their divine feminine. They feel the pull more and more and more. And that's bringing up that I miss you so much energy that, you know, we're on their minds. They're on our minds. Yeah, it's just so potent sitting in this energy. It's very, very potent. What else, Spirit? What are these masculine scaling? What are they thinking? Sun. they're feeling that they're at an end of a cycle for starters, because this is, the 19 card, it reduces to a 10, which is a 1, an ending and ready for a new beginning. You've got the 2 aces here with the sun and the judgment. I mean, 2 major arcanas and 2 aces. That's remarkable. They know they've had a spiritual awakening. They've had, aha moments. They've had, I really just feel like they're, for some of them, they're just kicking themselves in the ass for taking so long. But, feminines know, the divine feminine, not the distorted feminine, the divine feminine knows it takes time. They've been holding space for their masculines because they know their masculine holds space for them as they go through their healing cycles. Got my hand on the call card, and I'm hearing enough is enough. They're telling themselves enough is enough. Now is the time. Now is the time for me to shine. Now is the time to open my heart and allow myself to give and to receive love. Wanting a fresh, new energy to surround the connection. One more, please, Spirit. A lot more. One more. Thank you. Patience. We have 3 major arcanas and 2 aces. Temperance. For some, this is a Sagittarius coming through. But if it's not, this is just about the recognizing, number 1, how patient we have been, the divine feminines. Or if you're a male, as a divine feminine. Either way, it's, but it's time. I just never noticed this clock. Yeah, she's got a clock, and the time on the clock is, oh my gosh, 11:17. I've been seeing sequences of 17 everywhere. 17, 117, 711, 717, which is my tag number, which whatever I see that, I know. So we've got the clock here showing the time. Is it? Yeah. It's 11:17. I have another card with the patience, another card in the patience card in another deck that's got the clock right here in the center, and the time on that clock is 10. I'm almost thinking it's 10:11 or 10:17. I'm gonna have to look into that. Interesting, the depiction of that. But anyway, it's time. It's time to shine. It's time to go for your, what they desire. They know. And maybe that's why we're feeling, if I'm not the only one, I'm sure I'm not the only one, feeling this I miss you, because they have us heavily on their minds. They're strategizing, I'm hearing. With this Ace of Earth, they're strategizing what their next move is going to be. It's got to be new, it's got to be fresh, it's got to be inspired. They know this. They know this because their soul has been calling them to this for a very long time. And it's like they suddenly got this aha, like, okay, I got it now. I've got it now. But let me clean up some things first. I need you to be a little more patient with me, Divine Feminine, because I still need to clear up something first. I'm not emotionally attached to anything outside of us, but I need to clear it up because I've let it sit and stagnate for too long. I am ready to open my heart to you. Are you ready? They're asking, are you ready? This fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, is an 11 card, 38. We've got endings, we've got beginnings, we've got 9s, we've got 10s, we've got 11s. Divine intervention. I almost stopped myself, but Spirit said, no, keep going with that. Abundance. I feel like the masculine is also seen in his dreams. I'm being told he's seeing his divine feminine thriving, and he's very proud of her. It makes him open his heart up more to her energetically. Oh, that's so sweet. He's saying that distraction. Wow. He's saying that you have been a balm to my broken heart. Just knowing that you're here and waiting, and yes, continuing on with your life, but still energetically holding space for me as I move through my processes and my ascension journey and my healing. He sees that, he knows that, he feels that energetically. I love that. I love that distraction, because he's seeing nothing's distracting him now. Nothing is just distracting him now. So anything else from this deck, please, Spirit, before I get a... Apparently, so, oh, that's a lot. I'm being told to take them. All right, all right, all right. We've got the Page of Swords, Page of Air, High Priestess, Three of Air. There's that broken heart again, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Cups, Four of Water. Yeah, this divine masculine knows now. His intuition is heightened. He knows that you have been holding space for him while he goes through this healing cycle. You know, he knows that there's, you've been bringing him messages, and he wants you to also listen to the messages of your own heart to heal whatever disappointments you may have hidden there. I don't feel like there's much for a lot of us, but there are some. Yeah, with this High Priestess, she's just very intently staring at me on the table here. Trust your intuition, feminines. They've come into their own intuition, because they've been awakening their feminine energy for quite a while now. Coming into balance. I'm hearing purity of heart, purity of mind, purity of soul. It's taken them a while to get used to the incoming messages that they get and the telepathy, but they feel you, they hear you talking to them. Sometimes that can make them feel very sad and lost is the word that's coming through. But they need that so they can feel everything that they've caused you in the past, knowingly and unknowingly. It's part of the soul's journey. They understand that now. They have clarity. For a lot of them, they are in just tapping into their divinity, hearing the call of source and creation and the universe. I like how all four of these cards are blue, healing the throat chakra. Communication will be coming in, I'm being told to say. It will be light at first. it will be gentle. They don't want to come rushing in as much as, let me rephrase that. They do, but they want to do this differently. They want to do this from a healed from the healing within them. They want to bring that healing out and transform that into something beautiful and tangible and new, just new energy coming through. And I've been getting that for quite a while. Let's get a final guidance card. Yeah, Hangman. You've been on their mind, of course. Look at this. Empress with a Hangman. You've been on their mind. You have changed their perspective of everything in this world, of themselves, of this incarnation, of everything they've gone through. They've awakened their inner feminine energy, and that's allowed them to see things from a different vantage point. But they're really coming through as saying, Divine Feminine, I see you. I see you differently. And I see how you've seen me differently and how you've shifted everything for me just by knowing you, just by having met you, whether this is energetically or physically. You know, I know not all of us have met our twins yet. But this one here is saying, you have turned my world upside down. I'm grateful for that. I'm very appreciative, very grateful for that. You've shown me how to soften my heart. So look what I got. Amanda Ellis's from Angelic Celestial Colors. Her Christ Consciousness deck, and it's so beautiful. Watch. It's not light to hold on to. Look at that. Look at that image. It's so beautiful. It just like jumps right off the box. A beautiful book. I've gone through, I've read every page. Every page has, see if I can do this with my other hand. Beautiful images. Just, they're identical to the cards. Beautiful write-ups. It tells Amanda's story in the beginning, how she came into this, her awakening and the creation of this deck. Between her and Jane, so Jane Delaford Taylor is the artist. Just amazing deck, and it's got such a beautiful vibe to it. So I got done reading all of them, and so I asked, you know, what guidance I needed to know, what I needed for that moment, and I got the very first card that came out, which is the image on the box, image on the book, and it's Jesus. This says, "Follow my lead," and I think I cried. I think I cried. So let's tap into Jesus. Jesus' energy, Christ energy, Christ consciousness energy. Feels weird for me to call him Jesus. He's Yeshua to me. Has been for many, 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 many lifetimes. Him and Mary Magdalene are two of my very, very dear guides. Especially on this twin journey. Just holding this deck has got such an amazing energy. Come on. Yeshua, what do you need for us to know right now? What guidance do you have for us? What is I really don't even, I feel like I'm a little tongue-tied, like starstruck, holding these cards all of a sudden. He just holds a very special place in my existence. Let's try this message, please. Judges, Joseph of Arimathea. um, trailblaze and innovate. And then I've got unity, 27 and 37. So 9 and 10. Progression, unity, coexistence, tolerance. He is the one who requested that he requested Christ's body off the cross after the crucifixion. He wrapped him in the white cloth and he carried him to the tomb. He blessed him, prayed over him, cared for him. Whew. Just his story alone is speaking to me. Caring for others, caring for ourselves, being an example to the world, coming into unity with everyone. We're all one. You know, right now there's a lot of intolerance in the world for whatever reason. It needs to be here. I get that. It's tiring, doesn't it? It is for me. But I don't know, Joseph, what do you want to say? How he's holding that, cupping that flower. You don't know what you can create by your loving kindness, by a gentle touch. You may not create it for yourself, but you will create it for someone somewhere. This is a reminder that we are all one, and to treat one another as such. With tolerance here, it's like it's just coming into acceptance and appreciation of what every dynamic brings to the table. What everybody brings to the table in your life, in your circumstances. Appreciating how the divine masculine is caring for himself, and vice versa. And then once in unity, in physical union, how do you nurture that? How do you care for that? How do you continue to care for yourselves individually without losing yourselves? What can you create? That was the divine masculine's message. What can I create? What can I birth? What can I grow in this new beginning? What can we grow? It's not about me, it's about we. It's about unity. It's about coexisting. And setting new trails for those coming after us, you know? Divine masculines, I feel, are really getting ready. They've been, we've been getting ready. We've been getting prepared. We've been being prepared, they're saying. getting in touch with our feminine sides has actually been one of the best things that have happened for us. It helps us to appreciate the feminine more. I just want me to hold this up, unity, not just within ourselves, but within the connection, but also within the world, within the universe. We don't just coexist with other human beings, we coexist with other life forms, galaxies, star beings. We are all one. And that's Yeshua's message, is to remember that. As we move through this connection, as we move through the healing, as we strike out on new ventures for ourselves, coming into mission, or expanding our mission, bringing our ideas and our, with compassion out into the world. These cards got a lot to say. But I'm going to leave it there, folks. I hope this resonates with someone, with anyone. Yeah, so if you're feeling that heavy missing of your counterpart, just know that they're feeling it too. You're definitely mirroring one another. The telepathy is strong. The heart pull is strong. And I'm hearing it's just going to keep getting stronger as physical union gets closer. But remember, you've mastered your emotions, you've mastered your mind at this point in your journey. It's not about losing yourself, it's about adding value to the journey by coming into connection. It's not about needing one another, it's about wanting and accepting one another. It's about coexisting with one another, partnering, building, encouraging, inspiring. Where we've been doing that energetically for however long we've been on this journey, now we get to start seeing signs of the physical tangibility of it. A lot of major arcanas on the table here with 2 aces. New beginnings, huge major life experience shifts for the better. Just continue to hold space, Divine Feminines. Continue to soften your heart and open your heart. I know that's one of my messages personally. Getting out of my own way, healing my hurts. And that's happening. So yeah, I love this Christ consciousness deck. It just kind of brought my energy right down, and I loved it. Love feeling, I love sitting in that energy. So again, gonna leave it here, as I said 10 minutes ago probably. So thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Till next time.